And with that said,
we're back.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. It has been over a week.
Yeah.
Things have happened.
Lots of things.
Changes have been made. We got rid of the other guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Worst opinions ever.
Yeah.
He didn't catch it when I said flat Earth during last week's episode. When I said, "How long have you had flat Earth?" And you caught it. You said,
yeah.
"I've had flat land for,
Mm-hmm.
But the other guy,
he just didn't get it.
No, he didn't
doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. I just don't think he gets us.
Yeah. It's all good though. You get us.
You get us.
You get us.
You get us. And that's why we come back every week, because of you. We come back to the Margins podcast, where we talk about books, the ones that leave a mark, start a conversation, and stay with you long after the last page.
Guys, we got a good one for you this week.
We do. I'm actually really excited. We are... You can't see my feet right now. I just stepped out. Stepped out of the area. We've stayed mostly in fantasy.
Mostly.
For the most part, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of...
Except for, yeah.
Thriller. I say Cosby. Yeah, that's true.
That's the furthest we've stretched it.
I say Cosby, fantasy. I guess this is what?
This is obviously still fantastical.
Fantastical /
the way I explain it to people, it's like a murder mystery.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would lean into thriller, but it's definitely murder mystery-esque.
Okay.
Is there another one that we're missing?
Like another genre?
Another genre. I'm sure there is.
What we'll do is later in the conversation,
yeah,
while you're talking or something, I'll secretly get on my phone and see what it's actually labeled, and then I'll just drop it in.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to bet thriller is going to be one of them.
These guys will not know.
Yeah. I bet thriller is one of the genres.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because of the,
Yeah.
And then.
And the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, guys, if you see us looking in different places, we switched up. We've upgraded our set a little bit. We didn't even use everything. We just upgraded a little bit. Hopefully you guys notice. But if you guys do see our eyes going different places, it's because our camera locations have moved a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
All right.
I just naturally try not to look into the camera. You know,
like that fourth wall?
As an actor, no. You just stay away from looking into the camera. Luckily, I've had a lot of practice because, I haven't been around too many cameras. They won't let me be around them. But that's another story. In this episode, we're diving into Holly Jackson's adult thriller. Fuck.
What did I say?
God damn it. Oh, whatever. I even wrote this teaser and I forgot. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Let's take it from the top again. Ready? In this episode, we're diving into Holly Jackson's adult thriller debut. A high-stakes week of survival, secrets, and dark humor set against a ticking clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
So, if you guys don't know, this is Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson.
Not quite dead yet.
It's a great read.
It's a really good read.
It was a fun read. It was pretty interesting. I want to say in the beginning, when I first started reading it, I was like, where is this going? Because it's not your typical murder mystery type of book. I think that's actually one of the things that makes it more unique of a book, of a read. But before we get into that, how you doing?
I was contemplating that. I knew that question was going to be asked today. We always give it straight. This week was kind of hectic. But as I was reviewing how that was and how it is and how all the things that are falling into place or not falling into place or what have it.
Trying to fall into place.
Yeah. It's good. I was thinking about that. Had Max on my lap and I was talking to him and just going over everything that's going on right now. And there's chaos. There's some unknown,
Okay.
But our little tripod is doing well.
That's good.
So can't complain.
And chaos it's okay. You know what I mean?
It is a character in our story.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never not going to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was giving advice. I was giving my opinion on how life is to someone I know. And I think in my late 20s, I know a lot of you guys are like, late 20s, well, you look 19. Right?
Right.
Right?
Not a day older.
But that I came to realize it's not about, and I've talked to you about this, it's not about avoiding all obstacles or chaos or, issues, whatever that comes up in life. We do seek out peace and tranquility in our lives, but that's not what life is. It's really about what comes at you and how you react,
It's almost you become problematic if you're always searching for comfortability. Mm-hmm. That's not, unless you have the money to smooth everything out, and even still you're gonna have things that pop up. It's quite unavoidable, and you become problematic once you start to dip, dodge, and duck things that are coming through.
And dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Not only for you or those immediately around, but like everyone, because then you're the reason things aren't happening, or why some things can't come to be. So yes, that is something that I have recently, or at that time, came to know, and for that reason, I welcome chaos. I welcome obstacles. I got a good team behind me.
That's super important. Yeah, that's super important. Gotta have a good team behind you.
So we got this. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here. Mm-hmm. Things could be better, but they could be. That was not me. Things could be better, but they can be worse. Mm-hmm. Just like that hiccup right there.
Yeah.
Still trying to have that positive outlook that we discussed, that appreciative. Mm-hmm. I don't really care so much to keep a positive outlook. I want to keep an appreciative outlook. So keeping that front of mind and trying to enjoy everything day by day. Because if the last month didn't teach anyone in the world anything, mm-hmm. I accepted that not every day is promise.
No.
Not
at all.
So,
not at all.
Good people, bad people, life doesn't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah.
No, it does not. And for that reason, we have some helpers, like Brutus here, who has brought this nice bottle to us. You spoke to this lady, and you know what? I did all those Scottish pronunciations, so I'm gonna go ahead.
There's nowhere you're gonna have me read that. We can't.
You got the bottle.
I did get the bottle. Okay, so this is. I'm gonna mess up the name of the store too. Do you know what it's called?
Oh, Vivore. You got the bag.
Guys, check out this bag. Vino Vore.
Oh, dyslexic.
This is a woman-owned wine shop in Eagle Rock off of York Boulevard. Uh-huh. So it's super local. Go check them out. They're
Do you
super
think it's
personable.
Vinovore? Like carnivore?
Like carnivore.
Because there's a whole...
Look at this guy. Fuck this. Just. I'm pretty sure it is Vinovore.
Yeah, that makes most sense.
Because it has a wolf on it.
Yeah.
Just like carnivore. Look at you.
Yeah.
Connecting those dots. Mm-hmm. So check out Vinovore. Sorry, new camera location. Check out Vinovore. They have great wines. They actually have a podcast, and on their podcast, they interview the wine sellers.
Oh, nice. Yeah. They also sell books there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they're super cool peoples.
Hearing you say Vinovore,
Yeah.
I keep thinking I'm hearing Beetleborgs.
Beetleborgs.
Do you remember Beetleborgs?
Of course.
Okay, just making sure.
So, yeah, that's where we got this wine from, guys. This wine is called T. Villi. I'm not Italian, so I'm fucking this up. Tavilli. Let's get closer. Anyways, all the labels in Italian. I can't read Italian. So what it has to offer for you guys, could not tell you. But, I thought, well, not me, the person who helped me, she said that this looks like it is a great representation of Not Quite Dead Yet in the book that we're reading. She said it catches the vibe. So we chose that. It's a 2023. I can read that.
Oh, nice. Let's get a taste. Cheers.
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 It's okay.
I like that.
It's good. Not a huge white wine fan.
I know. I was gonna say. I know you aren't.
Not a huge white wine
But
fan.
what am I? I am a huge fan of it.
But it's not bad. It's good. It's
For our listeners, he just shrugged.
oh yeah, audible shrug.
Audible shrug. Audible shrug.
But yeah, so that's Between the Wines. Check out Vinovore, Eagle Rock. Get a bottle of wine. Get a book. Say hi. Just drop in. Support their podcast
Do it. Do it now.
now, and support us too.
Yeah. Go on our TikTok.
The fuck.
Like all of our videos. All of our
Share it.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it,
fucking just share it.
share it, or comment what you don't like, so we can say I don't care.
Do that for him, not about me though.
I don't care. You could do that.
Y'all
for
say
me.
some stuff.
I'm
and
like,
it cuts
you
deep.
know the energy that Ray J brought when he was marketing those glasses.
Glasses.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, you be Speedy. We'll be the glasses.
Exactly. All right. So, book overview. Let's jump right into it. So the main character's name is Jet Mason. And she survives an attack. She wakes up and learns that she has just about a week to live. Instead of spending her final days fading quietly, she goes on a mission to find out who wanted her dead. What unfolds is a gritty race through family secrets, emotional landmines, and choices with teeth. It's got bite, it's got speed, it's got heart. It does not wait for permission. Guys, once again, this is Not Quite Dead Yet. At first, I did not get the name of the title because I'm like, how is this a murder mystery? And it's like Not Quite Dead Yet. Is she like a fucking ghost?
You and I talked about it for a bit because when I pitched this for an episode, I said that it reminded me of a 2007, I think, film called The Invisible, where there's a character that the main character is attacked right after like his senior graduation, and then he wakes up from the attack fine in his eyes, goes to school, not talking to anyone, and then everyone around him is ignoring him, and then he come to find out he's a ghost.
Yeah.
And he begins to try to figure out what happened to him, only to find out that he's not quite dead yet, but his body's somewhere, and he has that much time to find his body. So I was like, oh, this might be the same story.
Right. But no.
But it's not.
But no.
It actually had a really interesting take on it, whereas you are either going to choose decision one, which is have a surgery,
Which
might
kill you.
most likely will kill you.
Yeah.
Or you can enjoy the next 7 days because
Use them how you'd like.
Yeah, use them how you'd like. So we'll get more into that, but that's what the story is. Now, Holly Jackson is known for her best-selling YA thrillers, like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, 5 Survive, makes her adult fiction debut. Her signature style blends sharp pacing, dark twists, and deeply flawed heroines navigating complex and moral terrain. This book brings all that grit, but aged up. No safety rails. So we get a transition from YA to adult fiction.
Which I can totally see.
I feel like there was an author, I mean, there's been plenty of authors, but there was someone, who was it? Was it the Hunger Games author?
That what?
There was someone who wrote like children's books.
And they went into young adult?
And they
Twilight is young adult.
No, it wasn't Stephanie Myers. You watch your mouth. I want to say Susan. That might be something, but yeah. How would you feel going into that, making that transition from, your demographic changing?
It really depends on your mind frame. I think that if you are able to put yourself in that mindset, like whether it's young adult or adult, that's going to make this. So in layman's terms, what I'm trying to say is that if she wrote her young adult books while she was younger, up until the age that she's at now, don't know her age, but just saying, I think that it's probably a natural progression for her to go into adult, right? Because now she's dealing with much more adult themes on a consistent basis. Less young adult energy and problems and issues.
Okay.
So I think that it's important as writers, it's important to be able to write in different voices and different situations. I think that's like, if not the attribute of a good writer, it's the target of a good writer. Every good writer wants to be able to step outside and do it well, right? So
I think of artists that have tried going. I mean, it's not the same.
No, because
it's not them changing their genre.
Yeah, this is her just doing like a small oblique. It's not her going all the way outside of.
But we've also, so there's artists that change like their music genre. There's also authors that do that. We learned this at Romans when we had the last event we went to with S.A. Cosby. One of the questions came up if S.A. Cosby, because of how gritty and sometimes violent his books are and dark, if he's ever considered going into writing horror books. And he said, guys, I started there and no one wanted to buy my books. So he pivoted and started writing what he does now, which is, I guess, kind of successful.
And I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he write a series of children's books?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
I believe he does.
Oh, yes. No, absolutely. He does. Yeah. And I think he still currently does. Yeah, that's right.
I want to know, quote me on this, but I think he did this with Questlove.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So, yeah, it's not, too left field. And I definitely think that she did a great job in terms of building out the world, and I enjoyed it because it wasn't like your conventional murder thriller story, and how she built out the plot. But because I kind of understood where we're going from the very get-go, I'm like reading it and trying to keep note of all the context clues so I can know who is this, who's the guy.
Yeah. Well, when we get to spoilers, because there was one point while we were reading this, we wanted to get it out as soon as possible. This book is newly released. Yeah. It came out on August or July 22nd.
Yeah.
So just a couple weeks ago, when this airs. It's only a week ago for us right now. So, and funny enough, we got the ARC. So this is an ARC read, but now you all have it already, and we're releasing it after the fact.
Like a regular read.
But we only got it days before it released, and because of how highly anticipated it was, we said let's hold off and make it a full episode instead of a 20-minute short.
Yeah. Which, now that we've read the book, is a great choice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So before we get into the characters, I do want to go over just like the general literary devices a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. So I genuinely enjoy two things that are hard to say next to each other. How Holly pieces together her plot. There's like a natural progression in character development too. Like sometimes that can be a little bit difficult, especially when you have so many other things to focus on, like in a murder crime book, right? For this one, it's very much driven by characters and what they go through, not so much the violence or the actions that are taken, right? So one of the main plot devices are the characters, very similar to King of Ashes. When you read this, were you not getting similar vibes?
Yes.
Right? Not as gory.
No. But family dynamics. Friends. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's one of the things I wanted to go. I think that she used that very well. I really did enjoy getting into the drama and the story of her family. I kind of wish that that happened earlier in the book.
Yes.
So you could just spend more time in it. But as you know, as it goes, love the plot devices.
I felt like we got sucked in pretty quick. Like you were implanted pretty quickly and knew from just the first chapter the dynamic of how this family is, how they are amongst the community.
Yeah, because it's in the first couple pages, right? So you meet Jet, you meet her brother Luke, you meet her neighbor Billy, you meet her ex-best friend Sophia, who's also Luke's
married to Luke.
Yeah, wife.
You meet mom and dad.
Mom, dad. You meet other people around the town.
Neighbors.
Yeah. They're at like a event, Halloween night event that her family hosts every year. So I think that was great.
It was great because you're right in there right away.
Yes.
And also very strategic in the sense that they had so many happenings occur where were like red herrings left and right. Where you're like, oh, it's probably that person. Oh, it might be that. It could be this person, because you knew going in, someone was going to get her.
Right.
But immediately, because it's a thriller, you're already on, like how you said, you're already like trying to piece together everything.
Usually, it's easier for me to like piece out who it is. But what really threw me off was the Halloween theme, because then it could be anyone. Because usually, like, I'm like, okay, they're being extra descriptive with this person. Keep an eye on this person. It's Halloween. They have to describe everyone because they want to describe what they're wearing. Whether dressed like a werewolf or a clown or whatever, a police officer. Or
a vampire,
like, right? So, interestingly enough, great. That was a great choice to have it. The book start on Halloween night, because it really... It's like smelling something really strong. It's really hard to smell anything else after that, right? That's basically what happens to you when you read this book. Like, because you want to pick out who the killer is early. Anyone who loves like murder mysteries and crime stuff, you take pride in that. But for me, I was like, man, it's difficult because she was so descriptive with everyone that Jet meets.
Yeah.
So you end up running the same race as Jet, like neurotically going like, oh, it's this person. Oh,
could be this person. Could be that person. Could be this person. All while going through this, you get the buddy cop, buddy adventure situation with her and her childhood best friend, next door neighbor, Billy.
I like that. They didn't really, not so much they, as in both of them together, but she didn't really fuck with Billy, her adult self.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they were best friends when they were kids, and they kind of grew apart. So they had to figure out how to get along.
Yeah, synchronize again.
I enjoyed that, because by the end of the book, you're like, oh yeah, they're absolutely great friends.
You get those moments of them trying to synchronize, of them trying to see where the pieces fit and where they don't anymore.
Right.
And naturally you get those moments where I'm like, well, I've seen you like this before. I do know that because I was there when this happened to you.
Right.
So I always love those, childhood, friendships, crushes, whatever you have it, people that have invested their time into one another, and then finding each other like later in life. I always love those stories.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, anything else about the literary aspects of the book?
Plot, pacing was cool.
Yeah, we here do not give actual critiques because at the very beginning we did say we are not literary
we're not
scholars.
Yeah, we can't.
There was something that like bugged me, which I shared with you. And I want to share with you guys, and it's definitely an opinion.
All opinion.
Yeah, 100% opinion. But there was an aspect to it where she switched. It felt like she was switching perspective of how she was writing.
Yeah.
And inconsistently, which is fine. But the only time that I had somewhat of an issue with it was when it was like tongue-in-cheek, a joke coming from the narrator, but you know that it was supposed to be from Jet
right.
or her mind. And if it was written from Jet's perspective, I'd be fine with it.
Right.
But one of the examples...
kind of breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah, one of the examples was like, oh, they were climbing something and sweat dripped down her lower back. Okay, it was her belt line. Oh, right, it was her ass. And I was like, but why? Like, unless Jet was defending herself or it was her thought or she was telling that to Billy.
Yeah.
Why does that joke or whatever need to be? It just didn't land with me in that sense. And
that's fair.
I can count that on like one hand.
Yeah.
How many times that happened. So it wasn't, again, not a huge critique. It was just something that I kind of rolled my eyes about when it happened. But the rest of the story I was engaged the whole time.
Yeah.
I should say I think I finished this under 24 hours.
Yeah, it was a quick read.
Oh yeah, because you were like,
it was a quick
how
read.
did you pass me?
Yeah, you passed me up pretty quickly. And I thought I was like going fast. I'm like, man, I'm about to finish the book today. And you're like, oh, I'm done. I'm
you had hit me and you said, I should be done tonight. And I was like, okay, well, I'll probably be done tomorrow. And then I hit him later and I was like, I'm chapter 27. You're like, I'm on 23. So very, very much enjoyed this. I did pull up some fan casting.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
And I looked up what internet says, and I also have some of mine. Internet has there's that name, and I know that is. I want to say what's it? I can't remember what this show is on Netflix. Durley Girls.
Journey Girls.
Durley. Oh man, sorry guys. It's they're like,
I read, I don't watch.
You watch too, don't even.
I watch anime. I watch MMA. I watch whatever Naya puts on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You watch Sound of Music.
I'm forced to watch that, guys.
Let me see. Dairy Girls.
Dairy
You've probably seen
Never
this
heard
cover.
They
on TikTok, not TikTok, on Netflix as you're scrolling. But the main character is this girl right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Her name is Saoirse Monica Jackson. That's not how you pronounce it. I'm sure it's not. My choice was Haley Lou Richardson. You have not watched any of the White Lotuses, or have you?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. She was also in. You don't watch anything.
What? Name it. Name it. Maybe I have. Don't do me like that.
But, I mean, was I not just quoting? I was quoting you.
Okay, show me a
You
picture.
said I don't watch it.
That's true. Show me a picture, and I'll see. I doubt it though. I doubt I've seen her. I doubt I've seen who this is.
Here you go. This is
Haley Lou Richardson. You guys will see it. We'll put up a thing. No idea who she is.
Oh yeah, she's done a ton. She's been working for a very long time.
I'm sure.
5 Feet Apart.
Never heard of it.
White Lotus.
White Lotus sounds
Love
familiar,
at First
though.
Sight. Jane the Virgin. She was in Split.
Okay.
Edge of 17. Oh wait, you said Edge of 17? No?
Edge of 17.
Yeah.
What is that?
With Haley Steinfeld?
I've seen 13.
No, Edge of 17.
No.
Okay. I thought you had seen that. Oh, she was in Mortal Kombat X Generations. I'm trying to think of something else that she... Anyway.
That's great.
Magnificent actor.
But yeah, I can see that. That's great.
Yeah.
I can see her face as Jet.
Okay. Billy Finney, the best friend. This is... You can see it when I put down? I kid you not.
Yeah.
I put it in and I said, who could play Billy? And guys, I've said this before, but Justice Smith is someone that the internet wants so badly
in everything. Yeah.
There has not been a casting that I've asked where they haven't put him in somewhere.
That's good for him though.
So good for him.
Yeah.
I wish my name was like that in people's minds. And I wonder what casting directors say to that. If they're pulling it up and like, oh, says Justice. Here we go. You know? But again, as we've said, I hope nothing but great things for that man because he's a magnificent actor. But I just found it hilarious that, again, this role
popped
they
up.
were like, oh, Billy.
I was thinking about Percy Jackson.
Oh, Logan Lerman?
Yeah.
I was wanting to fit. So that's who I thought so too. Billy is described as not exactly a looker.
Yeah. Just somewhere.
Logan Lerman, he's a looker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's like it.
He could be Billy.
He's like, like I said, I was trying to fit him in there too. I would have put him in probably as JJ.
Okay.
We don't get very much of him, but we know that he dated Jet. They were a thing.
Yeah.
But I see where you're going because Billy's eyes are supposed to be blue.
Yeah. When I read Billy, I was thinking
Logan. That's a great choice. I was like I said when I was trying to go through exactly. Luke though, brother to Jet.
Yeah.
Now thinking Haley Lee Richardson.
I agree.
Will?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
100%.
Will Poulter. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Love it. I love him in everything. He killed it in The Bear this season and last season. And everything he does, I love him in. Meet the Millers.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Meet the Millers. We Are the Millers. We Are the Millers.
It's hilarious.
I love that movie.
What you're talking about. Yeah.
So much.
It's so funny.
So much.
It's so funny.
Jason Sudeikis, period. Ugh. Oh, actually, I would... How can I fit Jason Sudeikis in here? Nah, his age... There's nothing really. We could put him as one of the dads, but I feel like he's still a little too young for that era. But yeah, Will was one of them. And the other one was Harris Dickinson. Harris was in Iron Claw. Did you ever get to see that?
No.
Oh, you need to see that.
Is it good?
Yeah, that was the wrestling, the brothers that were in.
Oh.
Bro. Zac Efron. Him, Jeremy Allen White.
I know both of them. I just never seen
He played one of the brothers. He's been in a ton of things. He just did a film last year he did a film with Nicole Kidman. Great actor. Yeah. Sophia, the sister-in-law. This is the Kira.
She has to be tall and lean.
Yes. Kiernan Shipka. She was the daughter in Mad Men. And then she went on to do, in Netflix, she's the new Sabrina.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Before I move on to these other guys, did you have anyone else in mind for any of these, or feel free to pop in?
No, I think when I read, the two most important people to cast for me were
Billy and Jet.
Jet. Luke was kind of a close third.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because he's such an important person in the book and the story. But I think Billy and Jet, almost Billy more than Jet, because Jet's almost nondescript.
Yeah.
They give that she's curvy. She's not as tall as Sophia. But they don't really go crazy with, description on her.
I was really wanting to put Jeremy Allen White as Billy.
I can see that.
He's got the eyes. And he is his film for...
But he's not Billy's temperament.
I know. Warm.
Very, very,
very warm. He's very much the heart of this book.
Yeah.
Very much so. So I do get that.
Yeah.
I do get that. That's true.
And I will say, if you guys are into young adult books, Billy gives that vibe off all the way. You know what I mean? Just like how his emotions are on his sleeve all the time, 100% of the time. There's a couple times where he became more assertive in a couple points in the book, like when they were at the construction site, right?
He said, "Ooh, Billy." JJ, We got Joe Carey, who plays Steve on Stranger Things,
Okay.
or from the band Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Logan Lerman.
Logan Lerman.
Yep, there's Logan Lerman right there. Mr. Mason, Jet's daddy. Gary Cole plays the dad in Talladega Nights.
Ooh.
Plays,
Yes.
every Pineapple Express. He plays Ted.
Yeah.
And then Kyle Chandler, Friday Night Lights, the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Chandler is the man who's also going to be in the new Green Lantern series.
Okay. I'll go probably with Gary Cole. Though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I honestly could see, and I did put that. I put him as either Jet's dad
Or Mr. Finney.
or Billy's dad.
Yeah.
I could see either one. They put Bryan Cranston was a fan favorite for Mr. Finney as well.
I like that because we've seen him as Walter White.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a
Dad aspect of it, or like a dark side.
There's an edge to, because Billy's dad from the start is like
has gone through stuff.
Yeah.
You could tell that he's on the police force. He's seen things. Mm-hmm. He's dealt with loss. So yeah, absolutely. And then the mom, Mrs. Mason, who from the beginning you say she
sucks.
Please.
Yeah, she sucks.
I won't even say it. Can't say those words. Not a great mom.
Not a great mom.
She's a pusher. Tiger mom.
But one thing I do like about her.
Oh, please tell me.
She loves her kids.
Does she?
Yeah, everyone has different ways of showing it. Mm-hmm. For her, she loves. What's the term I'm looking for? Some people, they have to love you their way. Mm-hmm. They just never grow past that. They never mature past the ability to love you how they view love should be enacted. Mm-hmm. And that's her true character flaw, is that she depicts love how she views it as an individual. Mm-hmm. And she enacts it out, and she doesn't really give a fuck about everyone else's noise and input.
Unfortunately, that, like you're saying, no input leads her to be the one who feels like her love has to be in the driver's seat of making most of the decisions, or driving others to make decisions that she would want them to take.
Yeah.
So they had Olivia Colman, who is a fantastic actress. Love her to death. And Laura Linney, who Ozark.
Love the Ozarks.
Yeah.
I'm going with Laura Linney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia Colman, do you know which one she is? Oh, she's great too. You still need to see Fleabag. That's what I was going to reference. But Olivia has been in like a million things. You'll recognize her.
Okay.
Yeah. But Laura Linney, I do love Laura Linney. Yeah. Especially with the pairing of probably Garrett Cole.
Take her and then the daughter and then Luke.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we have this adventure. We start with chaos, as we spoke about earlier.
Yeah,
some chaos.
Great.
Basically a death sentence. Mm-hmm. And decisions to be made. So Jet decides, I'm going to solve this murder.
Yeah, she wants to take the driver's seat.
Yeah, she wants to take driver's
seat. I enjoyed, because that's a very real life emotion, mm-hmm. right? Like when something big happens to you, you either freak out and let go of the wheel, or you lock the fuck in. Mm-hmm. And for her, she's like, okay, I'm about to lock in. I have this much time left, I think. What can I do to get the most control over my life back? Mm-hmm. And that's the path that she took, or she thinks she took, I should say.
I do wonder how this book would have been different if her driving, like what that week would have looked like had she not had the lack of self-confidence that she had, because her driving force in making this decision from the beginning of the book, it's her saying,
I almost hated it.
I know, because you hear it so often. But she just kept saying, I haven't done anything. I'm 27.
Yeah.
And, I started doing this because of X, Y, and Z. And then I decided to change, and I went this. And she just felt like she was a deadbeat.
Yeah. Which I think why I hated that is because I see a lot of myself in that. I think that everyone goes through that in like their midlife crisis, where you start to question, damn, what have I done? You know, like you start looking around, it's like, man, they have a house, they have a car, they have a family, they're going on vacation, they're this, you know, look at this, everyone's so happy. And then you think about your life, and you're not thinking about your highlights.
Yeah.
You're thinking about the areas that you have room for improvement. And so you start to become a little bit self-deprecating, right? And so there's a lot of that when I read the book, just from Jet's perspective. And I guess when I read it, I didn't appreciate it. But now, like in hindsight that I finished the book, I'm like, I totally get it. Because when you're in your mid to late 20s, even like in your early 30s to mid 30s, you can go through this. I spoke to a lot of people. They're like, bro, I didn't get my shit together until, he didn't say bro because they're older, but they're like, I didn't really feel like I was on top of my stuff until I was in my 40s. And in my 40s is when I felt like I had control over the path that I was taking. I was like, wow. At that time, I was in my 20s. So I'm like, damn, I got 20 years to go, you know? But I think that now that I've finished the book, I really do appreciate Holly writing that in, because it does give like a more realistic aspect of what your 20s might feel like, no matter what you're going through.
I do wonder how that self-talk propelled her. I mean, it made for a great book. Yeah. You know, and I'm with you on that, where maybe I was annoyed at how many times it was said, because it was a reminder.
It's fucking pervasive.
You know? Yeah. But I do wonder when you take in like mental health and self-talk and all that, would have been a week of, you know, family time, of friends, of relaxing, catching up on stuff, you know?
Like, imagine if she had spent that week, the amount of effort she put into finding her killer, spending that with family. It's a different book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even like,
it's a good book.
It's a crazy good book, because like her family, there's a lot of depth there, right, and places to grow. I thought about also, it would be a different book if it was from her mom's perspective. Yeah. Right? Like, the mom has such a really deep backstory that you don't really get to until like mid to late. But you know there's some layers there, like onion layers from the get-go, because no one's that high-strung for no reason. You know, there's something there
that causes the strain.
But yeah, it'll be a different book from her perspective, different book from Luke's perspective, different book from Billy's. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you know who's the only book that I don't care about, and this isn't a spoiler. It's probably the dad. The dad was like, I loved it, like, because they framed him up perfectly. Yeah, but just knowing it's just
it wouldn't be.
Wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be.
Wouldn't be.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, you guys read the book, you'll see what we're talking about.
We'll talk about it in spoilers. Yeah. But we are not there yet.
We know where we are at?
We are at
5 hard questions.
5 hard questions. This is our bread and butter. This is why we come to the table week after week.
Yes.
So this week it was my honor, my privilege to prepare these 5 questions.
I'm excited, because this is like a lot of levels to this book, so I know these are going to be good.
Yeah. So buckle up.
And for the people who are new, 5 hard questions is our segment where one of us prepares 5 questions that ties in main themes from the book into real life aspects that we deal with every day. Or you, whatever you want to say.
We try to sprinkle in fun, philosophy, but not try to beat you over the head with it. Because as we are 2 guys with microphones, again, not experts in any field.
No, he's married to an expert.
Yeah, that's true. You hear that? You got your praise. But yeah, so we love this. We decided that in place of critiquing books.
Yeah, this is what we have to offer.
Yeah.
A deeper discussion on the themes that are surface and subsurface of the books that we're reading.
Yeah. So we take the time to prepare these questions. So first one, What's your favorite color? I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. I'm sorry. I had to. Anyway, what's something small you've been putting off that suddenly feels massive? Like it would change everything if you actually did it.
That's tough. I don't know if I'll let you guys in like that. Taxes.
Yeah. I feel that.
2024 taxes.
It's so fun. That's so funny because my mind honestly went to like, oh, health insurance. Oh, there's this, the bills, those. It's definitely like there's definitely those things
Like
that
there's
you
like
put
real
off.
life things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Real life things.
But like the last week or two, I really been thinking about what would happen if I just really put aside all my self-doubt and like dedicated myself to a different career, a career that like I wanted, like my initial career that I wanted, you know? Because like marketing and PR, which is what I do, guys, I'm great at it. I've done it for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
I did that because I know there was always going to be a need, and you're so well rounded in marketing PR. You get into art, design, graphic design, business development, business management, etc. Right? But I finished that. And so like my last 2 to 3 years of school, I was studying mostly just art and design. And I was like, this is it. This is me. I would love to spend my life doing this. And I was really good at it. I put on different exhibitions, and I liked where I can go with it. Not just like creating art, but also getting into architecture. And like I loved building new things and looking at so my thing was spatial design. So I loved like seeing things that weren't there yet and help people find that path to seeing it too. I'm like,
I have a buddy that does he does design. I mean, I don't know if he's listening, Phil. I'm talking about you, but I want to say he does design specifically for like landscape design or environmental design on like different campuses and businesses and stuff, like courtyards and everything, where it's both eco-friendly but also aesthetically pleasing. Which, you know, you hear architecture or design and it's not immediate. You don't immediately think art, but you look at some things, again, referencing one of our favorite movies, 500 Days of Summer, where you take the time to look up or look over at buildings and you're like, oh,
it's art.
It's art.
It's art. Like, so I had a couple different professors when I was in art and design and doing my senior capstones, and they knew I wanted to get into architecture. And one of the things they kept telling me was like, art, like even classical art, is the foundation of most of the things that we get into. You know, like how you interact with it obviously can be subjective, but like let's take architecture because that's what we're just talking about. The ability to not just like build a thing, but to take a space and make it usable, right, in different ways for people that they themselves wouldn't have thought about, is a form of creativity or art that maybe people just don't, expect or understand yet. There's a lot of there's a lot of different kinds of architecture. I was actually trying to remember the exact kind of design that your friend does because I know exactly what it's called. There's this guy. His name is. He's really big in like architecture and design. Let me see.
Is he alive?
Yeah. It's. I'm gonna mess up his name because it's like Bajark or something. Bajark Ingalls, I think. I'm just going off the top of my head, but he does like sustainable but beautiful design. Like his architecture is crazy. Bajark Ingalls, I think his name is, and Actually, he was one of my inspirations. So, like, in my senior capstone, my design, I did two. I did one for PR and marketing and one for design. In my design one, I had names like maybe 5 or 6 different artists, and he was one of them. Actually, designed a few pieces based off of some of his stuff. But anyways, enough about that. What about you? Question 1. What's something small that you've been putting off that suddenly feels massive, like it would change everything if you actually did it?
I will answer that. He's an ecotech scholar, future strategist. His focus is on bridging theories of design, technology, and social ecological resilience to generate new frameworks and innovation. Yeah. Phil, that's your shout out. He actually just moved from San Diego to Utah. I think he took a professor position at University of Utah. I think I'm wrong about that. I can't remember which college. Oh, I was literally on his LinkedIn. I could probably just tell you right then. Let's see if he's updated it. Utah State University. Got you. There is the monetary thoughts that I have immediately, like what you and I said. Whether it was taxes, whether it was, health coverage and having to make sure that we're covered with the best plan, auto insurance, all those things. Those definitely come to mind.
Yeah.
Something that like equally weighs on me at almost all times, as I've said before, friendship is a huge thing in my life. Something I like to invest in and make sure that I do my best to make sure my loved ones know that they are loved, and like to invest my time in them. But there are those like, the corners of my view of what I can cover, my coverage, that, I don't get to water all the time, that I don't get to do it. And there's definitely friendships that I would like to rebuild.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So those are things that like I'm like, oh, I could text that person right now. Yeah. Do I have the bandwidth though to then continue to sustain that coverage? Because I definitely have my guys, my friends that I can like reach out to, and it's without skipping a beat.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you have to worry about though too. Like, just to be clear, that is something that like, oh, I one of my best friends, like we as soon as we start talking, it's like we were never apart. Don't ever forget to water those friendships too.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones that like, you're like, oh, I don't need to check on them. They're fine. And those are always the ones that something goes awry, Yeah. But so there's that, but there's also those ones that like, man, we were so much closer. Those, I there's nothing more that like, that jolts me more than when I feel distance between a friendship that wasn't there before, like that distance wasn't there before, where they almost like put their hand, like it's like oh hey, where you see someone that you thought you were like boys with, or and you say what's up, and they're almost like oh hey, how's what was your wife's name, or what was it?
Yeah, it becomes like a tangible thing, the distance, after a while. At first it's mental, and given enough time, it becomes tangible. Like you can feel it. Yeah. It's very visceral.
So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of, there's that's relationships between friends and family, definitely. Yeah. So that'd be my answer for.
That's a great answer. Great answer.
Yeah. It does feel very overwhelming. Very overwhelming. All right. Question number 2. If the world had to follow one rule you made up, moral, absurd, cosmic, whatever, what's the rule, and what part of you does it actually protect?
So the first thing that popped into mind, not wasting no time.
Yeah, I love that.
I would take the ability to lie away.
Oh.
Because then what you see is what you get from everyone. I think that everyone's interactions would be a lot more
honest.
the people that you had around you, you would know genuinely that they're there to help you, not harm you. No preconceived notions about anything, right? Because there's no ability to lie about anything. So I don't have to sit there and wonder and hold out and etc. So what part of me that it protects is, I guess, the part of me that's like, that wants to be more open with people, but you can't. You know, like, I think everyone has a level of this or a shade of this. It doesn't have to be like with a friend or a coworker. It could be with literally with your significant other. Like, everyone wants to be, I don't know if everyone wants. You want, I'll bring it back to something I've spoken about before. Everyone's chasing unrequited love. Everyone. No matter who you are. We all want people to love us in spite of. That level of vulnerability, to be open to that kind of love, would be much easier to access if everyone had to deal with you at face value. Like, without the ability to lie. I think that it would be much easier to access deeper levels of friendships, families, love, whatever the case may be, whatever you're trying to get to. I think it would just be much easier. Or on a subjective level, like even like a super shallow level. Imagine going for a job interview. You could just ask them, hey, like, are you actually considering me for this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many situations in which not just more honesty, but the belief that there's more honesty would make a huge difference.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that popped up.
I love that. Who are you texting? Who's that on your phone? I'm just saying, I'd be fine. I'd be in the green.
You're going to ruin a lot of relationships.
Yeah. It's like when Instagram took away they used to have, for any of you young heads, there's no way that any of y'all are listening, but remember when you used to see what people liked on Instagram, and then one day it was just gone?
Yeah. I do remember.
I do remember that.
I remember, but I was like...
Indifferent.
I was indifferent, one, because I'm just not scummy.
Yeah.
But then also...
Yeah, cannot relate to that.
Yeah. Like,
I can relate to not being scummy, to be clear.
I just wasn't... I grew up as a true 90s baby.
Yeah.
I love my interaction to be in person. You know, like, my friends will tell you, historically, I will pull up. I don't give a fuck. You can be an hour, 2 hours away, 3 hours away, a country away.
Yep.
I'm going to pull up, you know? And I think that I enjoy these interactions a lot more.
Yeah, I love that.
So, question 3.
Wait, I haven't answered.
Oh, question 2.
Skip me. Whoa. Wow. Okay.
I just rewound the tape. I rewound the VHS.
I do have my answer though.
Okay. Awesome.
It somewhat piggybacks off of yours, but instead of it being y'all can't lie, you say something, you're attaching your name to it. No keyboard heroes here. You know.
Yeah, you can't hype anonymity.
No, on anything. So if you are behind something, no matter the cause, you must have your name attached to it.
Yeah.
Specifically, we go on because we're in an age of social media and stuff. Yeah, I want your name on everything. There's no burner accounts. There's no, I can't think of a random box 543.
Yeah.
It's your name. You own it.
Right.
Use that freedom of speech. Absolutely. But, baby...
You got to own it.
You're getting them consequences, too.
Yeah, you got to own it.
Whether they be good or bad. So that's the only thing that I could think of. I wish I could go, like, how it said, cosmic or whatever, and say, oh, yeah, let's all just teleport. But y'all would abuse that. So let's use it for some good and own up to what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do number 3 now.
Number 3. What would a good ending look like for you? Not in theory, but right now, this year. I thought about that question in a couple of different ways.
Yeah, if we're saying ending, like it's ending.
Yeah.
Because that's what it sounds like. So we'll say that.
Okay.
Well, that way we just have we don't have to go off too many things. Man, that's morbid.
It is.
It's definitely morbid.
But like life is morbid.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we all have to deal with.
We all deal with and we forget about every day.
Yeah.
It's just the time construct. And I'm not going to beat you guys over the head with philosophy because I'm not a major in that. But definitely something that I try to avoid at all costs is thinking about, time, space, and all that stuff. But in the sense of what a good ending would look like, I got to say, guys, if it is what it is, the curtain closes this week, I'm pretty happy. Realistically, pretty happy. As long as I have, Rachel, Max, I make some calls, tell some people that, that have been in my life, their impact and what I hope for them. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. I think I would kind of like what we were talking about early on, where if Jet's mind was somewhere else, I feel like I am there. I have a pretty good, there's stuff going on. There's shit going on.
Yeah.
But realistically, at my core, content,
I like that. That's very mature of you. Mm-hmm. I will say a lot of our listeners, I don't think they would agree.
If I sprinkle in like something funny, yeah, guys, this is funny because I said it's going to be funny, or I should say light. There are some things that I was like, oh, when we're in like the senior homes, when Max puts us in a home, I'm gonna finally watch Sopranos, The Wire.
You gonna wait that long? You watch all this shit.
I know,
but
there's
you ever watched
so much. There's so many books too. I know,
television,
because I know it's that.
It's the peak.
I know it is.
Yes.
I watch those clips on TikTok all the time, and I feel like I've watched it, but yeah. There's those shows and some animes too. I'd probably finally read, take your advice and do One Piece. My nephew just finished. We went to My Chemical Romance stadium tour at Dodger Stadium this last weekend, and my sister let me know that my nephew just finished One Piece. I was like, oh, cool, you read through it? And she's like, no. I was like, oh, you watched it? You're caught up. I was like, dang, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, my guy. Proud of you.
Much easier to read through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would burn through it a lot faster. It'll still take fucking forever, but you'll burn through it a lot faster.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my answer. What about you?
Great answer. It's a two-parter because I would say that I'm.
You finished Mistborn?
No, I would be content and not missing it. So here's the thing. This is the part of my thing.
Yeah.
This is part of my two-parter. So
you finished my movie, Director's Cut, which you can find on Tubi.
I would finish that for sure.
Thank
100%. Just so I can tell you I finished it. Mm-hmm. But I'm very much content with my day-to-day. Mm-hmm. I'm older than I ever thought I would be. I've accomplished more than I ever thought I would accomplish. But I will say that because I live my life with like such a lack of regret, like most of my life has been so day-to-day, which doesn't leave a lot of room for regret, right? Because you can't really live the next day, not to the fullest if you're carrying baggage. I didn't know that I was storing this shit on the back end of my life because now that I'm older, my only existential thoughts are all the things that I won't get to do when I die. I'm not afraid of everyone's afraid of, I guess, the lights turning out without them being prepared. But I'm content with so much of my life. My only ruminations on it are like, wow, imagine if I died right now. I didn't do this. I didn't finish that. There's so many people that I've met that were instrumental in making me who I am today. I'll never get to tell them that.
Give them roses.
Yep, give them their roses. Yeah, so a good ending, what that looks like for me, I would, if it's everything ending, I would want to make sure that I tie those loose ends. You know what I mean? Like, I want to call the people, even if it's short, even if they fucking hate me, even if they're indifferent, I want to put that out there, put the energy out there, let them know, like, hey, man, love you guys. Thank you for everything you've done. You were, even the people who I don't love, there's people in my life that were instrumental that don't even know that they were, right? Mm-hmm. Just let them know, like, man, you were a huge deal to me. Trying to color in the world in crayons that don't exist yet, you know? Like, that's the vibe that I think about when I'm trying to answer that question, because I would want to let my daughter know and my son know, like, how much I have love for them and all the great things that there's to experience, and how wonderful and how much of a miracle it is that they're here.
I wonder how much of that would be like you sitting in front of a camera and like documenting, you're 18 now, blah, 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 you know, bestowing as much wisdom, and not even just wisdom, but like presence for them in those times.
Yeah.
I could see myself being a lot, like almost going down a rabbit hole, like of just doing
but
those.
You don't have that time. Like, I'm thinking like interstellar level.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, where it's like, I send this, and it's going to take years to get there. Mm-hmm. And when it gets there, I hope I say all the things. But most likely I won't, because, like, that's human. Like, the sucky part and the great part about being human is that we are what we are. We're very incomplete. Nothing's perfect, even if we think it is. And we have to be okay with that. Mm-hmm. You know, our power is in all of us. It's in the numbers. It's not in our individuality. You know, like, that's our real superpower.
I think a big piece of this podcast has been us talking about our kids and, you know, that presence. There's a song when Max was in the NICU that first week. I had heard it during that time. And it's by one of my favorite artists, Alan Stone. It was co-written by Billy Mann, he was a manager. He's a musician, great musician, but also was my cousin Alex's first manager. So when I saw his name was on it too, I was like, oh, really cool. Let's hear it. And it's called Father's Song. Definitely going to send that to you, a link to you. Mm-hmm. So beautiful. It's just like encapsulated both my relationship with my dad, but also what I hope for between me and my son. That song reminded me of like how something like leaving something behind, whether it was like Interstellar or video or whatever. Definitely something that crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Number 4, what lie do people believe about you that you're weirdly okay letting them believe?
That I'm smart. You know?
You are smart.
But I'm not. Like, once I traveled the world, I realized that being smart, or even just like consciousness, being extra conscious, it isn't like a superpower. It isn't like a thing to be. Mm-hmm. It's a thing to do. And anyone can act it out at any given time. And you will fall on a spectrum no matter who you are.
Absolutely.
Lower, higher. And I think that having understanding, like a personal comprehension of what you know and the extent of what you can do is very important. Not like for you, but like think about in a real life example, driving. It's really important that this other person knows that they suck at staying in between the lines or making right turns into the rightmost lane, which is a law, right?
Everyone forgets.
But it's important. Like, driving has less to do with you than it has to do with other people. And that's the same thing that I'm getting at here. What you don't know has less to do with you and more to do with, like, what other people don't know. And your ability to navigate that. Because your happiness and your success in life is tied directly to that in a lot of different ways. So, yeah, if I had to say, what lie do people believe about you that you're really okay at? That I'm smart and that I'm capable. Because I am smart and I'm capable at very specific things. But in any given situation, I'm less than capable and I'm going to rely on someone else. And I have to be okay with that. And I want other people to be okay with me possibly being smarter than them in this one situation. Because it's a lie. It's a fabrication of socioeconomic conditions, right? It's not real life. Strip everything down, I'm fucked. I'm gonna rely on someone else. Until they can teach me how to get along. So, yeah. What about you?
Maybe my kind of, again, similar zone. Maybe not that I'm smart or my intelligence, but my confidence in some of the things that I do. As adults, which is still a crazy thing to believe that that's what I am.
Right.
Someone has to make the decision. Someone has to make the choice of what we're going to do next or what we should do in this moment when something happens, when something occurs. And as you get older, the finger sometimes points at you, you know? So there's been plenty of times in my life where those closest to me have been like, oh, I'm so glad you were here to do this. And that listener, please believe that is not me patting myself on the back. That is me being like jaw dropped.
Yeah, because inside
thought that I was right where you're at.
You can't show them that.
No,
because the situation gets out of hand. But inside,
I was right where you're at. I was, if not worse.
That's fatherhood, though. Is that not fatherhood?
That's fatherhood. That's partnership in relationships, no matter what it is. That is, someone has to make the decision. I'm having the hardest time saying that word. And it's not always me, just to be clear. But when it is, and I do see the confidence or their confidence in my decision, I'm like, guys, I'm hanging on by a string.
Just a guy.
I'm just literally, you said something and I chose one or two, and I was just like, whichever one, you know. And sometimes that's what it takes. I'm not gonna jump in and be like, oh, but that literally is what came to mind.
What's his name? Is it Paul Rudd?
Yeah.
That's the reason why he went viral for. Look at us. That's
who would have thought.
That's literally why that went viral, because so many people share that same thought that you just said. Like, bro, like, yeah, we got it, but this shit could have got out of hand anytime.
Real quick.
Anytime.
Quick. We were
anyone.
We were moments away from this story becoming a tragedy.
Yeah.
You know?
Could have been. It didn't have to be you, but because it is you, it's like, okay.
Yeah. So that's something that I will live with, and I'm okay with, and I'm fine with it still going on, because if I can be that person, I will be that person. Lord knows that I need those people in my life, you know? But yeah, there's an air about you that you do give off, like a sense for everyone else around you, as in you as Cristiano, of comfort, because you're something you always say is it's not, it is what it is. It's I'll think of it, but it always just seems like, story's got to go on. Show's got to go on. So let's figure it out. And that's a great feeling to have, whether it was this podcast or something, when we worked together, where it was just like, I don't know how we're going to do this, but we're going to do this.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
I see the confidence in your eyes. I'm going to mirror it as much as I can. So yeah, that's something that I'm happy to act out.
All right, so number 5.
Number 5.
Someone offers to trade places with you for 24 hours. No questions asked. What part of your week do you make them take for you? And what part are you quietly proud to keep?
Just because I had some time to think about this, I'll let you think about it. I'm honestly, because I'm a 100% stay-at-home dad. I am, as one of my family members say, I am a domestic engineer.
I like that.
Yeah, or a
technical term.
I'm a kept man. So yeah, I resigned.
Guys, living a soft life.
Yeah, I resigned from my 9 to 5 so that I could take care of our son while my wife is pursuing her licensure to become a full-time therapist. She's killing it.
She's a mind doctor.
Yeah, she's a mind doctor. So I have, apart from that, which I love all of that. I've always been, since day one in our marriage, maybe it's a comfort thing on my end, but I am prone to doing the cooking, the cleaning, and all that long before this too.
I'm about to say, even when you were
working
crazy
9 to 5,
hours,
I still
making bread in Arizona.
It's always been my thing where, I'm the one who does the Costco runs, cooks dinner, makes her lunch in the morning. I made that comment, actually, funny enough, to Phil the other day, because I said, "Oh, we get up at this time, and then I get Rach ready for work," and he's like, "It almost sounds like you make her clothes or you make her clothes. You make her lunch and breakfast and like get her dressed." I was like, not far from the truth. Yeah. And that's not a dig on her. She is 100% will be independent woman.
Yeah.
But I like to remove, any stress levels that I can for her.
Yeah, and how lucky to have a partner that fills that role with no, what do you call it? Like attached feeling.
Yeah, any resentment towards that.
Like resentment.
Yeah, or like owed sympathy or whatever. Yeah. Not to say that she hasn't called me on my bullshit sometimes because there's plenty of times where, I could fall into that where I'm like, oh, I did that. Early on in the relationship, caught that real quick, because you do something doesn't mean that you're owed something. You know,
we're human.
We're human, exactly.
We're human.
I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she very much could make her own breakfast. She could make her own lunch. But I do those things gratefully. It makes me feel great by the time she leaves that she's all the boxes are checked, and we can go on our day. There are those things. I do find peace in cleaning and in sometimes shopping, but there are those mundane things that I think I would let the person who switched with me, you can go do that Costco run. I like folding laundry, but because there's so much to do now, you can go ahead and take that laundry. You can do those dishes.
So you get with the fucking chores?
Yeah, absolutely. The switching the 24 hours, that is immediately what I thought of. I was like, you know what? I sanitize bottles and breast pumps every night. Bro, you got this. So, that was exactly what I thought of. Mundane. You can take care of all of those.
Mundane items.
Yeah,
coming October, I have jury duty too. You can do that. I'm probably going to postpone again because full-time caretaker, Yeah.
I've been up for jury duty a few times, and they usually just don't go with me.
Yeah.
So. I think one time. No. They end up saying fuck off. Yeah.
That's rude. But yeah, all the mundane things, you can do it. That's what.
I like that. I like that.
What about you?
Someone offers to trade places for 24 hours, no questions asked. What part of my week do I make them take, and what part am I keeping?
I can think of something for you, but I won't say it on there.
Don't. Don't. Yeah. So actually, I enjoy working.
I know you do.
I enjoy working. I think that although I'm not doing exactly what I want to do to the T, I think there is a not inherent but instinctual want to do work. Not like 9 to 5, but like how you're getting up to cook meals, fold clothes, and like there's an instinctual want to do work, and you're fulfilling that, right? So for me, as much as I would love to say, go to work for me, I don't trust anyone that deep. So
That's funny.
It's not that I don't trust people. Like, it's hard. It's not hard. I won't say it's hard. It's a rarity to find people who enjoy doing the work. You know, for a lot of people, they want to kick back, feet up. They could do it most of the day. They would. For me, my kickback time is what I earn from working. And so, although it's few and far between now, I truly believe that one day I'll have as much time as I need to be able to relax and take my hands off the wheel. You know, because I'm putting in the work now. So if I had to give up one part of my week, I'll say it won't be of the week, month. One part of the month anyone can take, fucking mortgage.
You're saying the monetary aspect of it. You can pay all my bills.
You can pay the bills. I need, and Naya knows this, so we joke about it all the time. Sugar mama. Shit.
Yeah.
Or rich uncle.
Yeah.
Coming through from nowhere.
Some random inheritance. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know you, but I loved your mom. I loved your dad.
Yeah.
Here's $1 billion. You can quit your job.
Oh, you helped me change my tire?
And I wouldn't quit my job. I would just, you know. So, yeah, I guess it would be paying fucking mortgage once a month. I can't really tell you after the week. Because after the week, I really, day to day, I enjoy what I do. Honestly, because I enjoy the journey. Like, it's not that, like, as a whole, it's what I expected. It's the fact that by some wild stroke of luck, I'm allowed to be so hands-on in my future, you know, whereas a lot of people aren't lucky enough for that, you know. So I definitely appreciate and understand where I'm at, and although it's not to the level that I wanted to be at, if I fuck up my own life, I want to fuck it up myself.
It's healthy. As long as your answer wasn't, you know, do this podcast, then we're good.
No, this is our, you know how some people go to, like, well, you don't know. We don't live in the UK. I was about to say something. My mind went back to living in the UK. So in the UK, everyone goes to like the pub. Even if it's not like after work pub, you go to like your local pub. Because there's a pub in your borough, in your neighborhood. Which I genuinely miss. I miss the feeling of just like connecting for no reason. In LA, in America, everything feels so transactional.
Yeah.
Not just in LA, in America, like
clicky.
Everything's transactional. I genuinely miss just being able to connect with people for human sake.
Not do it for an angle.
No angle. I'm not trying to like get a job. I'm not trying to make myself feel like I'm above you or get off some stress from my day.
Or appear, not even above, but just appear of value.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just here to relax. You're here to relax. And we're just talking. We're just chatting. We're just chilling. And I think that I got more of that outside of America. Because America is so much about the rat race.
Yeah.
And we're all on this hamster wheel. That we don't even notice how much of our interpersonal relationships we are, what's the word, degrading just by being in that mind frame. Like, yeah.
Great answer. Great answer.
All right, so now to my favorite part.
Spoilers. Yeah, we're at, we'll go ahead and timestamp it. But for those listeners that plan on reading the book that would not like to know any of the spoilers, we invite you to come back next week for our next book, which we have not decided yet. Actually, next week is an undecided.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
No, it's a
Hemlock. Oh, you're right. I know what it is. I'll let you know. It's T. King Fisher, Hemlock and Silver. It is a arc that, just like this one, we decided let's do a full episode. So come back for that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the spoiler zone. So for all of you that are not planning on reading the book and continuing with us, or have read the book, we start in 5.
Or
4.
If you just don't care about spoilers.
3, 2, 1.
You have now entered
the spoiler zone.
All right.
Bro, Billy's dad did it.
Billy's dad fucking did
Let's just go ahead and go for the big one.
How can he beat that girl with a hammer?
Okay. Oh,
was
so
that
what I wanted
crazy?
I know. So what I wanted to ask you, was it who you thought it was? Think of the call when I called you. So you were chapter 23.
Yeah.
I was 27.
Yeah.
And you're like, I feel like I already know who did it.
So I thought it was 2 people.
Okay.
I thought it was
Luke.
No.
Oh, really?
I never thought it was Luke.
Sophia?
No, I never thought it was Sophia. I thought it was the drunk guy, or Billy's dad.
Drunk guy was. It was start with an A. Was it Arthur? Am I wrong about that?
I really don't remember his name.
Andrew.
Andrew. So I thought it was Andrew or Billy's dad. Here's the reason why. And I don't know, chapter 2, 3, 4. She says like, oh, it has to be no. They find the hair.
Yes,
she
that's
goes to
exactly
the
what I thought too.
station.
Yes.
He says, Chet, just because you found a hair doesn't mean that that's the person that did it. Hairs can
be transferred,
right, on other people. They can rub on other people, travel. Once he said that, I was like, oh shit, he's a suspect. Because I remember in the first chapter, he's the one that carried off Arthur.
Yes.
Home.
Mm-hmm.
So my number one suspect was Arthur. But the fact that he took Arthur home whittled it down to 2 for me.
Mm.
I didn't think Arthur did it after they met him at the bar.
Yeah.
After that bar conversation, I was like, oh no, he didn't do it. Which left his dad. But I had no motive.
Jack.
I had no motive.
Mm-hmm.
And so for like the next, I don't know how many chapters, I was like, why? I was trying to figure out why Billy's dad would have hurt her. Mm-hmm. And I started to believe that he didn't. Other suspects that were really ancillary, I never thought Luke did it because he very obviously loved his sister.
Yeah.
And his anger. So I have this is a different conversation for a different podcast, but I'm actually intrigued by male spectrum of emotion. You know, whereas some people might be like, you get what you get. Men are men and they're dominating and I think that it's actually really interesting. the things that make people tick, you know? Like, there's no one ever does anything for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So no one acts a certain way for no reason. Someone's crazy. Something happened in their life to where they became crazy.
Yeah, there's always a catalyst.
And I'm interested in the why, you know? So for Luke, I wasn't so much put off by his anger or, you know, his situational attitudes. I was really like, okay, I understand him more than other characters. I didn't understand why his dad would have killed her.
Yeah.
His was too clear. Another person who didn't have a clear motive, but I was like, what the fuck? Was a little boy with the drone, his family.
Yeah.
I was like, why are they here? Because I'm just trying to find why. I was like, him and his dad don't really have like a strong motive to be in the story. Maybe they did it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the dad did it and the son just happened to be, you know, with the camera, he might have caught it or something.
Well, that's good. I never suspected.
You never suspected
Never
them?
suspected the dad.
Because from the beginning, I knew it was like murder mystery. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out why.
Yeah, you paint everyone as the murderer.
Yes.
And then take them down a notch every time. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. So I thought about them as well. But yeah, I never thought it was Luke. Sophia crossed my mind.
Fuck.
Because she was doing some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
She's
on
not
multiple levels.
A great character.
I forgot. I put notes. I have 3 notes. I was planning on doing so many more, but that did remind me of one of the notes that I put.
Sophia's a piece of shit.
Yeah, basically. I put, as I was reading, I was typing these out. Billy, too nice. Keeps getting painted as so nice, so sweet. Whenever anyone's like that does.
If he was the murderer, that'd have been awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd have been awesome.
Because they just did that so many times. We'll get to the spot before. Let me read these through. I put mom is nuts - unlikable.
She's awful.
Do not whatever you I know not whatever you said, how you said that earlier about her being in the driver's seat and she loves the way she does because it's the way she can. I get it. I understand it. She's at the end of the day, she's still the worst. Part that made me laugh, a line that is in there, is she's at the construction site finding the murder weapon and her cell phone. Really cool site. She's trying to find something to put the evidence in, and there's this poor kid or poor worker that is eating a sandwich. And she grabs him. She says, peanut butter and jelly? How old are you? And his answer is in the books for me. Hilarious. That is great writing, Holly. He says, it's my dessert sandwich. Like, that is not a blue collar, just a guy's. I'm picturing a 20-year-old, like somewhere in his 20s, maybe early, like late teen, like 19-year-old, thinking of I've never heard of a dessert sandwich, but also in my mind that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Hey, I'm gonna have a ham and cheese, and I'm also for dessert I'm gonna do a PB&J.
Yeah, PB&J.
I love that. I love that logic. But when I read that, I laughed out loud.
Yeah,
laughed out loud. And then I put my last note, which is why I bring this all up. I said, Mom and Sophia are the worst besides maybe Luke. But again, backtracking on the Luke part, there was pretty clear indicators as to why he was the way he was, and we knew there was some foreshadowing there. But Sophia and Mom, as much as we find out about them, at their core, even though you say it's just because she loves, they're just bad people. I think they're as far as like people you want to interact with.
So the mom she's a cheater. She's selfish.
She's selfish.
Sociopath. Right. She only deals with people.
She's not a good mom.
I don't know if I'm gonna say she's not a good mom though. I don't know if I'm gonna say that. Her daughter went to law school. The son is
talking about
Jet went to law school.
Okay. Emily didn't.
But she was going to go to law school.
Yeah.
You know?
She aspired to.
And she aspired to go to law school. And ultimately what killed her wasn't the mom.
No, it was Luke.
It was Luke. Well, I guess it was the mom because she had the baby with the guy.
Yeah.
In a very roundabout way, it was the mom.
Yeah.
In a very roundabout way, but
in a pretty direct way.
In a very biological way.
In a very consequential way.
Yeah, but
her decisions,
consequences and causal are different.
Yeah.
Right?
It's true. Causality.
Causality. Yes, sir. I heard you.
We're gonna cut that. Anyway, but yeah, there's the difference.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying. So here's the thing. If I'm looking at everything from Jet's perspective, right? Because we read this from Jet's perspective. Although Jet, she says like, "Oh, Sophia and Mom in the worst except for Jet." She loves Jet the most. I think her dad the most. The dog also up there. But I think in terms of her interaction, she loves Luke. That's a Jet. She loves Luke more than anyone because she actually sees his flaws. The dad is the dad. He can't do anything wrong. He's just like her.
Dad's straight up boring.
Very boring.
He's very boring.
She wrote the dad to be exceptionally boring.
Yeah, exceptionally boring. There was never a point in the story that I was like, it could be the dad. The most interesting thing was the disease that he shared with her.
Which was only interesting because Sophia became a suspect because of that. Yeah. Right? Without that, you would never think that Sophia was trying to kill.
And that he was very, I mean, the great thing, that's not a hit on Hawley's writing either. That's how he's written. And also gave a pretty clear description of, he was kind of like a blue collar where he was just like, oh, wouldn't it be fair to leave a company to one of my kids if I have multiple? Yeah, so I'm going to make this decision and I'm going to do this. So I saw him and I recognized him and, knew who he was. Yeah. And that's why I said at the beginning of the episode, I was like, his thing would be so boring because I think he's so obviously checked out in his life that his wife slept with his neighbor.
Cheated on him.
Yeah, cheated on him. He's raising someone else's kid.
Other people know. He just doesn't know.
He doesn't know. And then he's willing to let his son work to the bone and not leave him the company still.
How the fuck does your daughter know? But you don't know.
Mm-hmm. She knows.
You know what I mean? It's so yeah, I didn't it's not that I did not like the dad. I just didn't care for him. He didn't have a lot of depth. He was there. Mm-hmm. He wasn't like what do you call it? A plot device to make the story move forward. Yeah. She could have had no dad and the story would have been the same. Yeah. Just like I have a half brother. I have a brother who I thought was my full brother, and yeah.
That's for you, man. I still got mine.
So there's that, guys. Spoiler from me. Who's the murderer? Billy was a little bit annoying for me in the beginning.
In the beginning, absolutely.
Yes, in the beginning. So he grew on me, but in the beginning, I kept wondering why he was so. Their relationship was so childish. To be 27 years old, they had a very childish relationship. Not gonna lie.
Him just showing up. Yeah, saying the thing, and then like pining after her. Yes. Like, Billy's looking for you. I'd be thinking like, oh, not even like, I wouldn't even think like a 16-year-old. I would think younger. I'd be like, oh, which, fair enough, is the age that they were hanging out.
Their relationship is very preteen. Yeah. Early teen. Mm-hmm. And it like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't grow past that, because as you read on, it does. But Billy, he was almost too altruistic, if that makes sense. Yeah. Which is the reason why in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, is Billy's a killer? That's so perfect. Because he wrote him in such a light that I was like...
He's so fixated on a specific time.
Yeah. But, he ended up being one of my favorite characters to read in the book. Mm-hmm. I think that him... If I had to rate a scale on my favorite character to read in the book... Luke. No. I think Jet. I guess I'll give it to Jet because Jet had like a lot of layers and understanding. Like that scene when she was in the hospital and a doctor gave her ultimatum of like, yeah, we can do the surgery, but we have to do it now. Also, you have a bone fragment that's
Gonna cause an aneurysm.
Gonna cause an aneurysm in 7 days, no matter what.
Yeah. Fact. Not changing.
Not changing. I thought that was a very important, very pivotal point in the book and character development.
Did you ever question it? I did. Throughout the book, I thought there might be. I was like, is Holly going to write her out of this? Like, is there going to be something where she gets hit or something and be like, oh, because, funny enough, because of the way you were hit again or whatever, it didn't form there and blah, blah, blah. But spoiler, guys, Jet fucking dies.
Jet dies, yeah.
She straight up dies.
I never thought she was going to live. Yeah, I never thought she was going to live, though. I always knew she was going to die. I just didn't know if it was like when. So one thing that didn't happen that I wanted to happen, I really want her to reconcile her interpersonal relationships with her family. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. That's the only loose end that I was like, as I was reading, I knew she was gonna die. Especially because like her mom kept asking her to come to dinner. Mm-hmm. She's like, I just want to have a family dinner. I want us all to be together. Like her mom, as I said earlier, she has this idea of love or care that she wants everyone else to acquiesce to. Because that's what love is for her. That's what she grew up in. That's what she believes.
While she was cheating with the neighbor.
Which, honestly, I'm not going to say that takes away from her love for her family. Right? Maybe
love to her husband, but not to her kids.
To the husband, but not to like
I get that.
The family.
Yeah.
Which doesn't excuse
I don't
anything.
get that. Rachel, I don't get that. I cannot separate the two.
Yeah, it's not okay. The husband is the family. I think that she was very similar to Jet, though. When she was younger. She didn't understand and she didn't appreciate the love that Jet's dad had for her. And so she stepped out. Jet doesn't understand or feel worthy of the love that JJ has for her and literally refused to marry him.
Yeah.
It's not that Billy's a better mate for her or a better partner or a better best friend. It's the fact that in her mind, she's not ready for what JJ had to offer. And so therefore he became less. That's also another thing that I read that I was just like, am I missing something or is she the problem? You know? And that's okay to be the problem in your own life. But it's also important to learn and then capitalize on things. So I think that she did learn from her relationship with JJ and to not lose what grew very quickly with Billy because she didn't have a future, right? And so she had to capitalize on it right now.
Yeah. Damn. I was just thinking about how, as you were describing that, I get so much more why you were saying King of Ashes. There's so many aspects to it with mom cheating.
Yeah.
Dad being dedicated to the work.
Yeah.
Siblings stepping in. Luke, Nevaeh, you know.
Being fucking accidental killers.
Family member being the reason why a family member died.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, once. I was going to say twice, but once. I guess Emily. That was another big reveal. Luke is the reason why Emily died.
Older sister Emily died.
And it was because of the reveal that she did know that Luke was the son of Mr. Finney.
Yeah,
or
and she
Jack,
would tease him for it.
And she was teasing him for it.
And he had an anger problem.
She was probably a brat.
And so he killed her. Which is not an excuse. He was a dickhead for that.
Yeah. The thing that I didn't see coming, but I was glad she painted it because I was like, oh, that adds so much more of a layer to it.
Him beating up the JJ's little brother.
No, that's good too. But it wasn't only that Miss Finney, Billy's mom, who left, was skeptical of Luke possibly murdering Emily, but the fact that she thought there was an affair
between Emily, who was 16, and her husband.
Andrew.
Is Andrew?
Jack.
Yeah.
Andrew's the dad of Nina.
Nina's Nina.
So Jack Finney. So that adds a whole so Jet's carrying this guilt around because she said some shit to Miss Finney before she left, basically to get a grade changed.
Yeah. And
she didn't know the weight of her words to her because Miss Finney not only thought that she was threatening her with, guilt of her sister being murdered, or not being murdered, dying,
yeah.
But also the possibility that her husband would be outed as an accomplice / a pedo.
Yeah, pedo.
Yeah.
Well, because Jet didn't think he was a pedo. Jet just knew that he was supposed to be there to watch the kids. He was supposed to be watching
because
Luke.
her mom asked her. Yeah. Diane asked him to stop by.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's great book.
It's a great book.
Great drama.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed getting into the family drama. I just wish it happened earlier because you have to reconcile with everything so quickly.
Yeah. Last one, just to finish it off because it's literally the last part of it.
Yeah.
But when Billy calls out his dad, loved it. Also one more piece before. But when we were thinking it could be Billy, I knew that it wasn't. But when he said, "Oh yeah, go in the closet," I knew the tool bag was coming.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be the Colby bag.
Yes.
And that's when I knew it was his dad.
Yes.
Immediately I was like, I know it's not Billy.
Yeah.
And I will not I will not lie to you. I didn't get teary-eyed, but I was on the brink of tears when he said, "You're right, Jet. It was me. I'm the one who did this."
Yeah.
Because that was
she was dying.
You love her so much that you're willing to let her die thinking that you're the reason she's dying just so that she can feel
at peace with finding who killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was deep. That was
beautifully written, Holly.
Yeah, that was great.
Beautifully written. Probably won't clip that part just because of spoilers, but yeah, that was a part. But yeah, then the next chapter or the whatever,
the letters,
finding out the letters, but Billy confronting his dad, saying, "I got you."
Yeah.
That twist with Luke,
yeah,
bro. I was just like, oh, cool, the team up of the brother and the half brother, but I mean, Luke just being like, "I'm gonna kill you." Not what we thought was gonna happen.
Other than Luke, I'm trying to think maybe Billy and Andrew. So there's a lot of instances of love, but not a lot of actions of love.
Yes.
Luke had a lot of actions of love. But he also had the flaw of having anger problems. So you couple those things together and you get... Yeah. And so I genuinely enjoyed his character arc. Luke's character arc was great. I wouldn't change anything. It was awesome. It was really Billy's fault for bringing the gun.
Yeah. But the fact that our Billy, who is seen as a child, even just you can hear his voice in the writing. You're just like, oh, he's the kid next door. Yeah. Going from that, saying lines of just childish things
and being the buddy,
to confronting his dad, and then saying, basically, me paraphrasing, I didn't see that coming, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I don't know this man anymore, so whatever. It is what it is. I wouldn't say it was written as cinematically as an S.A. Cosby book.
Yeah.
But this definitely I would watch. If it was a mini series, if it was a movie.
When I read this, it read like a TV show.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that as a closing scene, Billy walking away from this now murder scene or whatever, homicide.
Yeah.
The door being splattered red, them opening the door and not knowing what happened, what unfolds after that, like what truths come out, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Beautifully written.
Yeah, because there's so much to unpack.
Oh, so much.
Yeah, so much.
So
awesome book. It was good. It was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I came out, I knew it was gonna be good because you recommended it, and then I love a good murder mystery.
Yeah.
But then just because like I'm just taking things at face value with like Not Quite Dead Yet. We had preconceived notions of like how that was gonna play out. I will say that it played out better than expected, which is always great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great writing.
Yeah. So
Holly.
great job, Holly.
Yes, Holly did a wonderful job. So I only chose this book, recommended it because it was a highly anticipated book. Again, guys,
I see why.
We have a couple, like we said, the T. Kingfisher, Hemlock and Silver. The only reason we're reading that one is because of the recommendation that we had before.
Yeah.
Our listener recommendation. We were on track to do Nettle and Bone, which we still will be doing later on. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, it is the book that we are doing in my book club, or in the book club that I'm in. Bricked Book Club boys.
Sure.
Call out. We're doing that one this month. We'll be covering that book later on this season. So yeah, please recommend more books. Let us know what's coming out.
Comment.
Yeah, what you guys want to hear.
Subscribe.
Please do
especially
all the above.
on YouTube,
yes.
TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Hit us up, guys. We want to build the community. The more recommendations we get, we'll find books like this, you know? So definitely looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah.
I think that you guys are gonna be in for a good one next episode.
It's an interesting read. Really, we've enjoyed it thus far, and excited to share more with you guys.
So, thank you guys for tuning in. Mm-hmm. This has been another episode of the Margins Podcast, and we look forward to catching up with you guys next week.
Signing off.
Peace.
See you guys.